Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Jurassic Park Survival video. This new video game was announced nearly a week ago now and has gained a whole host of attraction from not just the Jurassic fans who have been asking for something like this for a long while now, but a lot of the general audiences as well. However, what some people have failed to understand is what exactly this video game essentially is. I mean, sure, you could just say it's a first-person survival horror game, but that's a very vague answer to give, right? So today, being a knowledgeable Jurassic fan, I'm going to try my best to explain what Jurassic Park Survival actually is and what it means to the fans. Please do forgive me again for the tone of my voice today. If I do seem slightly slow or low, I'm still dealing with stuff in my personal life right now. However, we are getting closer to 200,000 subscribers before the year ends, so if you want to help out the channel in any way, then please do consider subscribing, and who knows, maybe you might enjoy all of the Jurassic Park content here that's already on the channel. But in the meantime, make sure you're sat back, relaxed, drinking your G Fuel, and ready to learn more about what Jurassic Park Survival actually is. So, Jurassic Park Survival, where do I begin with this? It is the video game that we have always wanted but never got. It's the video game that always seemed to be in development but never happened. We originally had this video game probably in development back in the year of 2000 or 2001 with Jurassic Park 3 Survival. Yes, that was a real video game at some time that sadly never released. We believe it would have been very similar to the soon to be released Jurassic Park Survival, but in a Jurassic Park 3 setting instead. Unfortunately, that never came to light in 2001 and thus we never got that. Soon after, we got Jurassic Park the game in 2011, but we also got Trespasser the game as well. Whilst these two did release, it wasn't exactly something that the fans wanted, despite how much people enjoyed. Jurassic Park Trespasser was an absolute hit with the fans, and so was Jurassic Park the game. But little did we know that at the time, those two video games would be the very last video games that we'd practically get with a somewhat high budget and would not be a park builder nor a mobile game. Then we had Jurassic World, the movie, reigniting the franchise in 2015, with its sequel in 2018. In 2018 we got Jurassic World Evolution 2, which loads of people were so excited to play simply because it was basically a remaster of Jurassic Park Operation Genesis, which released back in 2003. So yes, people enjoyed this park builder. However, soon after that we got loads of mobile games, and in 2021 we ended up getting a sequel to Evolution called Evolution 2. And now, unfortunately, it seems like some people are just getting sick and tired of new park builders being made for the Jurassic franchise over and over and over again. Granted, they are a lot of fun, however, we do need something else on the side. During the years of 2019 and 2020, I was told about a little project called Jurassic World Survivor. And this is essentially what Jurassic Park Survival probably came to be. Unfortunately, literally last week before the announcement, maybe this time last week actually, I was mentioning saying that I've got no information ever since I was first told about Jurassic World Survivor, and unfortunately it seems like it was never to be. And that's exactly what happened. Jurassic World Survivor was cancelled in 2021. But then I was told again that something else is coming around the corner for Jurassic Park, and then it would be some kind of survival game. This information I was provided with was also aided by Universal taking down some fan-made video games that were essentially Jurassic Park and Survival. Loads of us speculated that that means a new video game will be around the corner, but unfortunately there was no announcement whatsoever until last week, where we finally got the announcement of Jurassic Park Survival. So yes, this is practically the video game that we've always wanted from Jurassic Park, but never got. We've always wanted something other than a park builder, and we're finally getting it, a first-person survivor game. Now, there are actually rumours of this video game being canon, which is actually very crucial to the franchise. As we know, in the year of 2024, we will be getting a new canonical series that's a sequel series to Camp Cretaceous called Jurassic World Chaos Theory. We also suspect that Jurassic Park Survival will be releasing in 2024 as well, which means that the year of 2024 will be one of those years where we finally get two things added at the same time into canon to add more to the overall arc and story of Jurassic. But where does this take place on the timeline? Well, since this is a Jurassic Park video game, and we can actually get some information from the website, according to the website, this video game takes place one day after the events of Jurassic Park. Not too sure how that all lines up. I thought maybe the same day would make more sense. However, nonetheless, that's where it fits in on the storyline. Now, at the moment, I'm not too sure how long this video game storyline will take place within this universe. We could be there for a week, we could be there for a day, we could be there for a couple days. Who knows? but what we do know is that it takes place practically right after the movie ends. So whilst we finally get to watch the ending of Jurassic Park and we see the beautiful scenery of them flying away in the helicopter, little do they know, despite all of their smiles on their faces, little did the audience know, is that there was somebody left behind on the island, Dr. Maya Joshi. So that's where it takes place within the timeline, should this be canon. And there's so much more that we can learn should we be able to explore the interiors of all of these buildings as well. And it seems like we might do, considering in the trailer we get to see the emergency bunker that Ellie Sattler was in Jurassic Park as well. So we have to wait and see. But yes, this is very crucial, as this would be the first full canon video game within the Jurassic franchise. Trespasser, soft canon. Jurassic Park the game, soft canon. But there's a chance that Jurassic Park Survival could actually be full canon. Now within this video game, according to some wording on the website, depending on how you want to read into it, it seems as though we'll have the whole island to explore, which is fantastic. There's loads of misconceptions about Isla Nublar that loads of people want to just get in there and see what this island would have been about, and it seems like Jurassic Park Survival is finally the one. And the reason why I believe this to be the case is because when we do go to the website and we look at the subtitle of Explore Isla Nublar, it states saying, adventure through a fully realised Isla Nublar filled with reactive wildlife, dinosaurs and other surprising threats. From the iconic towering park gates to the visitor centre and beyond, Jurassic Park comes alive like never before. Now the last sentence there is quite important, as they do mention that Jurassic Park comes alive like never before, so this isn't going to have the same vibe and feeling of the movies. However, in the first sentence they say it's a fully realised Isla Nublar. So therefore, in my opinion, we'll be able to explore, whilst I don't think the entirety of the island, I think maybe a majority of the island, which is something that fans have wanted again for a long time. So I'm very excited to see how much we can actually explore of this island. Now I do want to talk about this very briefly, but I don't really think it's too much to go off considering recent events. But PlayStation actually tweeted out the trailer and they said that this is a first-person shooter game. Now, when I go back now to see my reply saying, wait, shooter? It seems like the post was deleted by the post author. So therefore, I think that they actually made a mistake here and that this is not supposed to be a shooter game, as they have retweeted the trailer again, but this time without saying that it's a first-person shooter survival game. And as we know, Universal don't really like the idea of shooting and killing dinosaurs, and that's probably why Jurassic World Survivor took so long in development and eventually never released. So I unfortunately think that this kind of confirms that we will not be able to shoot dinosaurs in Jurassic Park Survival just because of an internal rule that Universal seem to have when it comes to dinosaurs and video games under the Jurassic IP. Despite there being a Spaz 12 somewhere there next to Robert Muldoon's dead body, it doesn't seem like we're going to be able to use it, which is a shame. But this may be the start of something new for Jurassic. Should Jurassic Park Survival end up being absolutely successful and blow Universal out of the park with all of the money and revenue that it's making, I'm certain that a possible sequel called Jurassic Park The Lost World Survivor might even be a potential here. I'm not saying that it's going to happen, I'm not saying that it will happen, but if they see the success of this video game and they see it as much of a success as Jurassic World Evolution 1 was, then I wouldn't be surprised if they do go ahead and make something similar, or just reimagine it somehow, but in the Jurassic World universe. Like imagine being able to go on Isla Sorna and being able to defend yourself from all of these dinosaurs. Or potentially, maybe even anywhere in the world, have a fully maybe 30-hour storyline where you're immersed in a Red Dead Redemption styled storyline. And you get to fly to Italy, you get to fly to America, to the UK, somewhere in Europe, you know, places like that. And you get to fend off dinosaurs in the post-Jurassic World Dominion era. That, my friends, would be incredible, and I do pray and I do hope that maybe one day we'll see something like this, but that all stems to how successful Jurassic World Survival is going to be. So if you're on the fence on potentially getting it, please, I recommend that you do get it and you do support the video game. This is something that us Jurassic fans have wanted for a long time now, and I just hope that it is the start of something new. After all, it seems like the 2020s, I'll make another video on this, but it seems like the 2020s seems to be a really big decade for Jurassic, and might be a lot better than some of us initially anticipated, so fingers crossed for that. But again, it all stems to how successful this video game will be. After all, we've been asking for it for a long while, so let's make this successful. This video was completely off script, so I do hope I was able to explain this all to you in a good manner. However, we should all be excited for this game as it is the first piece of non-park builder and non-mobile game we have had from Jurassic for practically over a decade now. So I am here for it. Anyways, if you enjoyed today's video, then please consider subscribing to the channel to help us hit 200,000 subscribers. May you all stay safe out there, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.